What's up, everybody? This is Cha Cha Mystique, and we here with the exclusive interview with Miss Bernadette Price in the building.
Look
What's going on? There's a lot to talk about, and it's been a minute since the last time we sat face to face and
Mm-hmm.
had our own interview. A lot has happened. But I kind of want to start off with something light. You did rock the bells during the 50th
Mm-hmm.
anniversary of hip hop. So can you explain what that experience was like?
It was a dope experience. I was mad excited, nervous as well, but I had fun.
Yeah. So that the first time you rocked a crowd of that magnitude?
Mm, yeah, definitely. It was dope.
Like when you pulled up to the scene, did you have butterflies in your stomach?
Mm-hmm. Of course, I was nervous.
So take us there, take us to that day.
I was nervous, but I knew I was gonna do well. Um, I was excited at the same time, seeing all the people and watching the other performances before we got on stage. Um, but it was dope. I had a great time.
Yeah. So how did that even came to be?
Um, boot camp. That's the team. Um, he was invited to join, and I was in.
Yeah.
Where have fun.
Did you ever have moments where you thought about Sean Price in that scenery, and what do you feel like he would have said or felt in that opportunity?
He would have tore it down. No, Sean loved the stage. He would have killed it. He would have had his own set. You know, it felt good to be there. Repping for him. I always think about him all the time. So on stage, off stage.
You think he would have been proud of you seeing you up there reciting his verses?
Of course, I know he proud. He like now you see what I went through. But yeah, I know he proud.
Yeah. So, like going through that experience, the last time I spoke to you, you was talking about, how it's lit overseas and there's so much love, and you had the opportunity to go overseas to perform some of these classics. Was there a difference in the audience? And if so, what was those experiences
Mm,
like for you?
I just think the audience overseas show more love, because they more into it. I think the difference in New York is that it's so many artists, and they get to see different artists a lot. Overseas, on the other hand, they don't get to see many, but when they do, they make them feel at home, and that's the difference. You know.
But even when I rock the bells, I see you taking pictures with Method Man. Like you really shine bright. Like you really look like you had a good time and stuff. And then you was able to bring him to the Sean Price
Mhm.
event at SOBs.
Mhm.
So can you tell us your relationship with Method Man historically and
That's the homie. He had a lot of love for my husband, and he just kept it real.
Hey, Bernadette, you already know. Protect this woman at all costs. I will murder somebody for this lady. You heard me? Shout out to Lil Sean P. You already know. How old is she now? 13. Jeez. You know what I mean? Damn, it's junior high school, right? About to graduate.
Mhm.
Woo, salute. When you get to high school, it get better. Trust me. It get better. It get better. All right. Salute, love all day. Get it.
He always say, you need something, let me know. And so I just thought this past August 8th was a special August 8th because it actually fell on a day. And, you know, it was 8 years. I hit him up. I was like, yo, I need a favor. He said, I got you. Don't worry about it. Boom.
And I got that performance too. I'ma show it when I do the edits and stuff like that. And I thought that was really dope that you was able to get him at SOBs. I had a good time. I don't know if you noticed. And it seemed like everybody who had footage, you see me dancing in the crowd, acting crazy.
I'm glad everybody had fun. It was definitely a special moment. Shout out to Method Man and the rest of the crew.
Yeah,
Everybody that came through made it do what it do. But it was amazing.
yeah. Like always.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we had a great thing. Well, you always doing great things for your husband, but
Thank you.
a little time after it was kind of bittersweet because his memorial got demolished basically. Can you give us the reason why? And I remember pulling up to that memorial one
Mhm.
year. I was like, because people think I'm spiritual now, but I've always been like this. You just, and I had like a bundle of incense I put there. I lit a few
Mhm. Mhm.
candles. So tell us what that was like and why did they demolish the memorial?
Um, that memorial is very special. Because it was actually the first one that went up. Um, However, of course, I would throw my events every year there, and then we take it to the club. Um, it had to come down because someone purchased the building and they didn't want it there. So that was the whole dilemma of it, basically. New people bought the building, they didn't want it there, they removed it.
Mm.
They was gonna give me one more shot, to have another event there. They let me know it was coming down. I'm like, all right, we get one more go around here. But they did it before we could do that, which was very fucked up. But
Yeah, I saw you post the footage of them in the midst of
hmm
demolishing it. What was going through your mind watching that?
I was angry, it was a sad time when it was being put up, but it was appreciated and we were happy it was going up. And then when it was time to take it down, it was just sad. It was like, because everybody came there. When they traveled to New York, come to the States, they go there. The fans, the artists, they did videos in front of it. So, it'll never be forgotten. Did a lot of things there. Unfortunately, just gotta find another wall.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question. Have you been looking for another wall? And if so, where's the ideal place for the new and improved Sean Price Memorial?
No, I haven't been looking, but other people is out there looking for me. There is another wall, which he's not the only one on the wall, but that's, you know, is located on Atlantic Avenue, which is also in Brooklyn. It's just not in Brownsville. The other one wasn't in Brownsville neither. That was in Crown Heights. Um, it's hard to find a wall in the Ville, but we looking.
Yeah.
hmm
Do you ever think about it like in an ideal place? Like, have you ever thought like, oh, this is the place, but it's just didn't get around to it yet in Brooklyn? What will
No,
be the ideal place in Brooklyn to have the
probably close to where he live at. It's a few walls over there, but there's other things on it. You don't want to step on nobody's toes, so Um, there is like a cartoon character, um, graffiti artist that put Sean P on a wall. It's next to a gas station in Brownsville. But like I said, it's cartoon.
Mhm.
Other than that, just gonna keep looking.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure you want it to be perfect. You like, I don't want to share no wall with nobody.
No, and I want to go somewhere where, if I have something, the people will be safe and don't have to worry about, what I'm saying? Where we had the wall at, it was perfect. It wasn't nobody over there really. So,
And I had a good time. I was drunk as fuck. I
everybody
think that's like a
was.
pattern when I'm fucking with y'all.
Don't blame it on us.
Just a little bit. Nah, I'm not blaming it on y'all, but I
Look,
must
I was
say for
sober.
the listeners, I'm telling you, it's a good time. Yes, always. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're seeing the new changes of Brooklyn, and you're seeing the new evolution because things ain't the same no more, even down to the memorial.
Mhm.
Did this intrigue you or inspire you to go about celebrating his legacy in a different way moving forward?
Mm, I'ma still do it the way I've been doing it. It don't change nothing for the most part. I mean, wherever we go, we could make it where we want it to be anyway. So don't worry about that.
Now, with all the love that Sean Price has been getting, especially after the fact of, him not being here, do you feel like he will accept it? 'Cause from what everybody be telling me, he was a hard nut to crack. Like you just couldn't be in his circle and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And with everybody showing this love for Sean Price now, do you feel like Sean Price would have think it was authentic?
um, I mean, if he experienced it while he was here, he would think so. You know what I mean? Um, like I tell people all the time, when a person passes over, um, unfortunately, that's when a lot of people that don't know who he was or they were will go and do their homework and try to learn and see who the person was, because when a person passes, it's out there. You're like, who was that? Who was that? Who was that? And everybody want to go see. You know, some people, like I said, it depends. Your spiritual being on the other side sometimes is very strong. And when people pass suddenly and things like that, it also makes it a lot worse. But I just accept it. Whether it's real or not, you figure it out as time go by, who stay on and who disappears.
Hmm. Who's doing it for clout?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I hear you. But I'm kind of shocked about you though. Because the last time we spoke, you was talking about, oh, I'm so nervous. I don't like getting on stage. All of that. And now you got a whole project. And you did Rock the Bells. Which you look very comfortable, by the way. You really did. So what
Mm,
changed? What knocked out that fear?
mm, um, I guess after doing it for a few times, you kind of get used to it. I still get nervous. That's, it depends um where I'm at and who's watching. But just do it.
So what made you wanted to come up with a whole project, a whole Bernadette? Not you reciting Sean Price,
Hmm.
but a whole Bernadette Price.
Because I would just throw little bars here and little bars there. They like, oh, you want to see? I was like, all right, I got you. So I was like, I'm gonna do one, see how it goes.
So I'm pretty sure like the producers couldn't wait for you to come out the closet and get to it. So what was the process like and what is your process? Because I know that's a new hat for you actually, of
Hmm.
this magnitude of you going solo. So, did you have the other boot camp clique members all in your ear trying to be direct fake ass directors? Oh, shout out to the boot camp clique. You know I love y'all. I'm only talking my shit. But what was that like?
Nah, actually, I'm not working with the boot camp. You know, I'm doing my own thing. You know, it is what it is. I grew up watching Sean for all those years, and I see, how it basically goes, and I'm learning on my own. You know, I have friends. They let me know when I'm saying something wrong. Mm, those are good friends. You know what I mean? A lot of people be like, "Oh, but your husband ain't like female rappers." And guess what? My husband is not physically here, for one, and for two, he would have wanted me to rap because he wasn't gonna rap forever. You know what I mean?
Did you feel his essence?
All the time, all the time. It's not as strong as it was when he first crossed over, but it's there, especially when it's like trying times of certain things. You know, even he don't come to me, going to my daughter. He coming to one of us. She relayed a message.
Wow.
Hmm.
I could feel his energy too. Like, even when you agreed to do this, I don't know, I just saw his face for some reason. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure it's right too. Yes, because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, because you're right. You said it. Like, they more powerful on the other side than what they were in the physical.
Hmm.
Because we're limited in these vessels. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, so
And
it
we
gave
have
me chills.
others over there to guide us. So,
Yeah. So like when you was writing and when you was putting down your pen game, did you hear him in your ear? Like, nah, don't say that, say it like this. Cause I know you just finished saying you had your people, but
hmm
internally, did
hmm
you have that going on during your
a
process?
lot of people be like, "Oh, you flow similar to him," and I expect that because I've been around him so long. Um, you know, um, when he first passed, I would have dreams. I'm dreaming of rhymes, and I'm like, hold up. Mm-mm. So for a while in the beginning, I was like, nah, I just recite his stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me do my own thing. Um, he's a hard person to follow, by the way. He ain't pull no punches. He didn't play with it. Um, so here I am.
Yes. So you already released a single, and tell everybody the name of your project and the singles that you got
Well,
out
I
now.
don't have a name for my project. I'm still trying to think of it. But it's gonna be 8 songs the most. Um, have a few dope producers. You know, I dropped a single for a different language with me featuring Terror Van Pooh from the BX. Um, got another single coming out soon called Smoke to It. Um, finish up my project, taking my time.
Yeah. I'm proud of you. I just
Thank
gotta
you.
say, because like I said, I'm scared. Like you were so figured, I don't know what to say. And I'm scared. I don't even
And
like
I
it.
still feel like that. Like,
I'm gonna play
I
that
don't
clip.
have nothing nice to say. Like, you know, the fight and the pain and the struggle from the day he passed up until now, you know, I have nothing nice to say. You know, some people change, some people stay, some people once in a blue reach out, and some none at all. You know, but that's expected. Um, it'll be 9 years soon. You know, like after year three, most of them tapped out. You know, it's cool. Um, I respect it. Life goes on. You know, I'm a grown woman,
Do you feel
but
like you would offend people if you really made a statement musically?
mm, probably, and you know, people gonna be offended regardless. You know, you can't um worry about that. I mean, if the shoe fit, wear it.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? It's just life.
So moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it has been 9 years.
Almost, yeah.
Almost 9 years.
Hmm.
What is dating like life? Or are you dating?
I've tried. It's horrible, you know. These guys are not grown men. You know, they just looking to see what they could get. You know, um, full of shit. You know, they clout chasers or needy. You know, they look at me like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So,
When you are courting or somebody's courting you, right? What are the things that you look for? And do you find yourself comparing them to Sean at some point?
you know, that's a good question. I don't compare them to him, but I'm not taking less than what I expect and what he gave to me. You know, you gotta be a strong person to deal with me because I dealt with a strong person. You know, I'm the oldest, so let's start there. You know, I watched my siblings. I've, you know, always was looked at as the mother. You know what I mean? So I'm very stern, with myself. You know, you ain't gonna keep walking the dog on it.
Mhm.
So you know, I will expose them. You know, with the bullshit. You know, it's not like I could really hide of who I am. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know who I am. Most people listen to music. Most people, you know, um, but I don't expect them to be like him because there's only one him. There can never be another him. You know, he was a stand up, and a lot of dudes is not stand ups. You know, a lot of them just because they over 40 don't mean they grown. You know, they still run around out here like they young. I ain't with that. It's not my cup of tea. So
Now, I asked you, do you hear him during your writing process? Do you hear him Like when you're being courted and stuff, like, nah, don't fuck with that nigga type shit. Like, do you hear something in the back of your head? Like, you can hear his voice be like, fuck out here, you can do better.
No, but nah, because before he passed, that was one of the conversations we had, and he wasn't selfish. He expect me to, move on. He wanted me to move. He like, nah, you ain't gonna be alone. That's not happening. But I'm pretty smart. It's just that when you going through grieving, your thoughts and everything is distorted. So of course you fuck up, you pick the wrong person. It may take time before you find out the person is a fucked up person. Um, because I'm not a stalker. You know what I mean? I expect you to be a grown person, like I'm a grown person. You know what I mean? But I ain't out there. I ain't trying to. Mm-mm.
Now the boot camp clique is tight as fuck. Like, y'all do. It seems like y'all do everything together. So when you dating someone, do they get like the pressure? Like, you know, do rest the jux, or somebody pull up on them like, who this nigga on his nag type shit. You know,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Rockets be talking his shit from time to time. I can see it. I don't even gotta be there. I feel it.
you know, um, Sean friends is his friends. They not, of course they ain't gonna be like, oh, you should date, or you know what I mean? They don't expect me to date, but they know I was still young. Sean passed. What was I? I was 39. You know what I mean? So you're still young, things are gonna happen. Um, they just be like, okay, be careful. If they know something, they'll say something.
They don't try to press him a little bit, like the big bros they are.
No.
Okay. No, because
Certain,
I see them very overprotective over little Sean. So that's why.
well, that's the baby girl. They gonna watch over her regardless. They know mommy grown. For the most part, I can handle myself. Um, but I'm not out like that, so they don't really too much have to worry. Cause I ain't outside like that. Mm-mm. I don't want to be dating someone who dates to everybody, or you know what I'm saying. Mm-mm. I date to marry, not. I don't want to play in these streets.
That's
It's
right.
dangerous.
Me too. But one of the things that you said was, you noticed that a lot of people be cloud chasing. So what? Like, you date them for 6 months, and the next thing you know, they're asking you to hit a mixtape. So
Mhm.
what?
Mhm.
what is that?
They, yeah, clout chase basically. That's why dating and being in this type of thing is tricky because everybody's after you for something, especially if they don't have too much going on for themselves. Um, you know. But again, like I said, a lot of people don't grow up. So if they don't grow up, they're not gonna move like a grown up. They're gonna move like a kid. Hey, new candy, what's this? You know what I'm saying? And run for it. But people will be people.
People are people. Huh?
Just be careful.
So what is it that you're looking for in a mate? You know what I'm saying? What is like? I always ask this question: top five. I'm gonna ask you a few top fives in here. What's the top five characteristics a man should have? Cause you never know, your husband could be watching. Your future husband could be watching. So, what's the
I don't
top five
know.
things that they will have in order to be in your life?
Morals, respect, um, love, honesty. those type of things. You know what I mean? Be able to take care of yourself. Because these guys want you to take care of them. And I'm not with that.
Why do you think that's so with this? And then I can't. We can't
Because
even
so
say that
many
though.
of these women be doing it. I hear guys all the time. You know, either lonely, you know, and basically paying for attention without realizing. Um, I don't know. A lot of these boys act like they need mothers, and then they be the first one. You're not my mother, but I shouldn't have to take care of you like I'm your mother. You know what I mean? But it's happening so much, you know. So they think every woman is like that. You know, we supposed to take care of each other. It's not a one-sided thing. Um, my husband took care of home. You know, it was a learning process because we come from young to older, but he had me sit down because he didn't want me to work. I got you, and he had me. You know what I mean, that's a thing of the past. You know, all the morals basically is out the window when it comes to dating and dealing with a female or male.
That's a fact. And we can't even blame it on the next generation because it be these
No,
50 plus, and
it's
it's
the
like,
50
yo,
plus and yeah, 40 plus, 50 plus, 30 plus. They a mess, confused, distorted, broken. So everybody gonna hurt because I hurt. You know what I mean? That type of shit. So it's just nasty out here. So
mm. Well, I hope you find the love because you're
mm,
so loving, like, and caring. Like, I always feel, I don't know, nurtured and safe when I'm around
you
you.
know, some people don't never had it, so they don't even know how to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, they gotta fight, 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 and back and forth for years, back and forth for years. No, I ain't doing that.
Or it be that toxic shit where motherfuckers be wanting to see how bad you want them, so they put you through all these
You,
different
yeah, put
bullshit
you through all
so
these
you could
hoops and
chase them to
stories.
prove.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I used to be the one to do that, but hell no, I'm
I
not
ain't
doing
doing that.
that. Yeah.
You know, mostly I'm by myself. I don't even be around guys, and if guys like me, I wouldn't even know. I'm not around them that long for me to know. You know, I'm old school, so I don't give a fuck what people think or what they hear. Show me the proof.
I want
I'm
to
home
see
with
it.
my kid. You know, I do go out when needed to. You know, um, I ain't with all this new shit.
How do your kids feel about that? Like when you finally start dating or whatever, or you keep them completely away from it?
um, I keep them away for the most part, but I have, you know, they don't say nothing long as nobody ain't hurting me. You know, they understand. You know, my daughter, she different. She gonna ask you 1,000 questions.
Like, what's the question? What's the like number one question? Her go-to question?
What you want with my mama? Is you gonna marry her?
That's right.
So they, you know what I mean? She be like, but you know, everything is life is life, and you know, I'm chilling.
Yeah, like you seem so happy, like especially after that whole rock the bells thing. That's why I'm not surprised that you kept you coming out with the projects because it's almost like I saw you new for the first time. You was all shiny and shit. And I loved it. I loved that for you. Like, yes, you had the army
Thank you.
fatigue dress on. You was ready, shining like the star you are. So that's why it makes sense that you coming out with like the projects and everything. And besides, maximize on the energy surrounding you right now and stuff. I totally get it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now with the boot camp click stuff, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be having more input in the creativity or, exerting your songs in the show now?
Yeah. You know. Of course. Through my events, of course, I will perform my own stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I will always support my husband's stuff. You know, I know if he was here, he'd be tearing this shit up. That's a definite. So
I'm proud of you. I really
we'll
am.
see. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. So, during the 50th hip hop celebration, you saw that they gave some queens, and a lot of them were the typical, Queen Latifah, MC
Hmm.
Light, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from them at all. Do you feel like there was some queens that was left out that should have got their acknowledgement? The reason why I'm asking you because we're in the month of Women's Month, you know. And how can I shoot interviews without a beautiful, dope woman in hip hop right now? And I kind
Mm.
of want to know your thoughts about that. And we just lost Boss. Rest in
Yeah,
peace
word.
to
Rest in peace,
Boss.
the boy. She was dope.
Yeah, very dope. I
I
remember
used to
Video
listen to her.
Music Box played her a lot.
Hmm.
That's how I knew of Boss. And you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? I'm creating because those that know I do tarot too, and I'm
Hmm.
coming up with these hip hop tarot. And
Mm.
she's on my list.
Mm.
And this happened like a few weeks, like in January, I came up with this list of what I
Mm.
wanted to make my cards to be
Mhm.
like. And she's on it because nobody talks about her, but she was very prevalent in my younger years growing
Mhm.
up. So that shit creeped me out when I found out she died. Cause I'm like, yo, I just wrote her name in my
Mhm.
book.
Mhm. I mean, as time passes and all of the 50 and olders, um, the body change and some of them battling stuff they've been battling, which everybody don't know about. You know what I mean? That's why I used to fight with my husband a lot about taking a break from things, drinking, drugs, being up all night, all that stuff wear and tears the body. And if you're doing it from young all the way up to, you know what I mean? Then of course something is gonna go wacky. You know what I mean? So, but I get it, the starvation for creativity, shall I say. Um, trying to stay up and get as much in as possible. And sometimes it breaks the body down. Even if you're not doing drugs or drinking, just you being up and getting no sleep will tear you up. You know, um, Even with entertainers that have big tours and they touring for like, you know, 30 days straight, something like that, they gotta take breaks for their throats. You know what I mean? Like I've noticed a lot of people been getting surgery on their throat due to, you know, so you gotta take breaks.
Mhm.
You don't take a break, it will definitely catch up with you.
That's a fact. So who do you feel like didn't really get acknowledged during this 50th anniversary
I
that
don't
you would
even
have
know
liked?
because I didn't see who. I mean, I think everybody that got one that I know of deserved it. Mm, I'm trying to think who didn't.
I think Foxy Brown should have showed people should have showed her a little bit more love. Even Little Kim. I didn't even see anything much with Little Kim either. Like the 90s rappers, like a boss,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? MC Trouble. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of female artists, you know what I'm saying? That I think, this would have been a perfect time to truly highlight them, even if they wasn't like the top tier, like a Queen
And that's the
Latifah or
case. It
anything
should
like
just
that.
be all the ladies of hip hop.
Yeah.
They all should have got one. In this world, it's hard for the women. You gotta really fight to control your spot.
Hmm.
That's why when women be going at each other and beefing with each other, I'm like, well, damn, it ain't that many of us. Like, come on, you gotta outdo these.
Do you believe because Joe Budden came out on his podcast and was like, the reign of women in hip hop is over. They got people that they solidified, and everybody else is gonna fall by the wayside. Do you see that? You think that's true?
Mm, for the most part, I mean, like I said again, it's hard for women in hip hop. I've met so many dope artists, but they're not above. You know, you don't really get to hear about them. But I've met so many. It's so many. I'm not talking about the ones that we hear about every day, the ones we see rapping every day. I'm talking about the ones that ain't seen and the ones that you really heard. They some dope women. So for him to say that, I guess that's from what he see. You know what I'm saying? But I can't agree
Mhm.
because I see different.
Yeah.
I know different. Regardless if they on the top or the bottom, they there. There's some dope women.
So who's your top five dope women of hip
Girl,
hop?
don't say top five. I don't top five.
Oh, what, top three? What are we doing here? Top two? What is it? Top three? Well, go whatever
um,
number you safe with. Well, you're comfortable with.
growing up, I listened to all the females. I listened to all the females that rap growing up. And today, like, my dick is my girl. I love her.
Yes, I love me some
I'm gonna
Rod
always
Digger.
love her
I love, but I don't like the fact that people don't give her flowers like that. Like she should be like next to Lauryn Hill for me,
Mm-hmm.
like up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she's still putting it on.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
And
She
her
ain't
bars
turn her
is
back.
is fucking crazy.
Word. She ain't turn her back. She's still putting on. She's still doing shows. She active.
And she just got married too. Congratulations to Rod Digger.
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy Kane
Mm-hmm.
officiated the wedding and everything. I think that's funny.
It's dope. Who else? I used to listen to Boss and Queen Latifah and all of them when they was rapping. You know,
Mhm.
coming up. Um, Favorites. I don't have so many favorites.
So those are your top three. Boss, Rod Digger, and Queen Latifah.
Mm, I gotta put rap first.
Rod first. You
I'm
heard
just
it.
saying what I listen to. I ain't say it was my favorites.
Okay.
I'm just saying I listen to them. I don't have no favorites like that. Ra was my favorite. She came out, I was like, yes. The voice, the way she, you know what I mean? Um, no,
I mean, if you want to
I'll
leave
leave
it
it as
at
that.
that, you want to leave it like that, we can leave it like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
definitely
a
leave it like
perfect,
that.
because a lot of people don't say her too. That's why I appreciate, you bringing her up too. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand she's my top. Like, I've been in a lot of hip hop debates and I always bring her name to the forefront and I be there arguing, veins coming out my head and my neck. going hard for Ride Digger. What? And then I'll play like
And
a
back
few
in
of
the
her
days, we
joints.
used to argue over who hotter and who got the hottest bars and who said the best shit.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Those were the days.
Yeah, because now the artists get so sensitive. It's like, this is what we did,
Yeah, it's a lot of sensitivity, but then too, it's a lot of bullies.
Hmm.
And I don't like bullies.
Yeah.
So if a person ain't coming at you, you shouldn't be coming at them. Pick on somebody who's with the shits.
Hmm.
A lot of people pick on people who ain't with the shits, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit don't work.
Yeah. 'And I kind of like, the little battles make hip hop interesting. Like, you want to hear what the other person got to say next.
I mean, yeah, as long as they can learn to keep it there
Yeah,
and stop
yeah.
getting so personal with it, then But these day and time is not like that. So, you know, what we gonna do? I stay out the way.
All the way out the way.
All the way out the way. I'm in my own lane, literally. You know, don't bother me. I don't bother you. I don't want that problem. Everything is televised. Telling on yourself.
So, looking at the state of hip hop, and you know what it's headed for, the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, what are some things that you went through historically, even being married to Sean Price, got you more prepared to become an artist? Because technically, you are a new artist. This is the
hmm
first project. The first time you're doing your own thing. So, what is some of the key elements that you learned throughout these years watching from the sideline that you taken into this new era of your life?
Delivery is everything when it comes to this music shit. It's all about delivery. Um, gotta be on your P's and Q's. I mean, I watched it, so I know and I see, you know, um, basically you just gotta keep creating and keep going over your shit.
Are you editing yourself though? Like, do you ever have moments in your creative process where you feel like, no, that's too much, or you
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to learn not to curse so much.
because that first bar, wait, you gotta say the bar. Cause I was shocked. I'm like, burn it. What? Wait, you gotta say the line.
I said, bitch, your titties are too small to be fucking with a chick from the Ville with big balls, no pause.
No pause. You titties, she got the Ganepa titties. That's what we talking about. She got the little peaches.
I mean, big peaches.
Yes, big peaches. And I'm like, burn it! God damn, you didn't even wait till we get to the second verse. You already. You already.
But you got, they say throw your first four gotta be your best four. You know what I mean? So
So yeah, so get back into, you said the delivery, you said what else?
I said, yeah, you gotta continuously go over your craft,
Mhm.
create constantly, um, be stern and be sure.
Be sure.
Be sure. Because once it's recorded, once it's out, it's like can't go back.
You never had a moment where you be like, nah, we gotta do that over.
Yeah, all the time. Like, um, I'm not a one hit quitter, you know. It take a few times to do it. Like I'll lay it down, then I'll go listen to it and I'll be like, all right, I gotta brush up on this, say this a little better. You know, I ain't in competition with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And the reason is because, other people been out long time, they vets or whatever. I expect you to do better. You know what I mean? Just leave me alone.
Mhm. Don't come over here with no bullshit.
Please.
So I want to speak general outside of you in the boot camp clique. We see what's going on with a lot of prominent figures in hip hop. And as a woman, how you feel about what's going on? Like we saw what happened to Diddy, R. Kelly. Now we seeing the hugest upset with Puff. And you even have people talking about that 50 might be next. You had China's Black China's mom saying that. So how do you feel what's happening? Do you feel
Mm,
like it's because people want to get their business deals or these motherfuckers really got sick, twisted habits, or a little bit of both?
mm,
Cause now Aaron Hall is in the shit too. Like now they got Aaron Hall up
no, a
there.
lot of stuff. I'm only gonna say this. I will say whatever happens in the dark eventually will come to the light, and that's all I'm gonna say about
Okay.
that. You know, not my business.
And I'm kind of glad you said that because, a lot of people would take the opportunity to give their 2 cents. Do you feel like that hurts the culture?
I think it does because a lot of artists know what they up against, and sometimes when you want things bad enough, shit will happen. That's all I can say.
Because I ain't going to hurt you. I thought about sleeping on a few green couches in my day. I'm just saying, it was hard out here. I'm just saying, little opportunities looked kind of nice.
No,
Oh, you just want me to bend over this way? That's it, one night, and we in there, let's go. But then, my morals kicked in.
But then sometimes it's a continuously thing, is can you keep up? Will you keep up? Are you willing to keep up? Some people, like I said, I don't want no parts. My name is Benny.
I ain't in none of that shit. Exit stage left. I ain't right. Immediately. Yeah. So moving forward, you coming out as a brand new artist with so much level of wisdom and understanding, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Do you feel like there's gonna be what kind of obstacles you feel like you're gonna have to face? Do you really feel
The
like you have
same
to prove
obstacle as
yourself?
everybody else, probably. The same as everybody else. Yeah, everybody has to prove themselves, no matter who you are, or who you married to, or what you're doing. And that's because, I've seen it. Some people in the family, I want to see what else you could do.
Oh, they challenging you out here. Okay.
They trying to.
They trying it.
I ain't falling for it though. I do what
I
I
can
want to
see you
do.
on the track with Roger.
Word.
Is there any collabs that you want to do? I would love to see you with Rod Digger, but outside of Rod Digger, even if it's men, what is
I
a
mean,
collab?
sure. I want to do. I would do with any of my peers. You know, if they offer it, all I gotta do is ask.
And outside of the boot camp clique, is there
That's what I'm
artists?
talking about. Outside the boot camp.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I ain't even count my boot camp people. Those my bros for life. That's unconditional love right there. So others, quite a few.
Like name, let's hear one. Can we get one? Like who? That you gotta have to
MOP.
do it.
MOP. Those my
MOP.
bros.
Well, I think of them too.
As
Like
boot camp.
yeah, that's not fair. Somebody else, some other nigga, because they all the same. The Price of Fame and all of that came out. Like y'all all
Let's see.
family.
Mm, I don't know.
Like nobody from the wood, nobody.
I mean, if it was from the wood, it'd be Mac.
Math,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But that's a given. Hmm. I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff.
Wow.
I don't think about it.
That's what you call loyalty. Hold on, let me look at the camera. That's loyalty right there. Just saying. Wow, you ain't step off your pivot, not even a little bit.
No, I already did one with the best of my husband. You know what I mean? The last song, Family and Price, he was alive when we did that one. That was the first time I ever rapped in front of him.
And what he was blushing and stuff. What was
He
that
was
moment
hype.
like?
He was like, "Oh shit, I knew you had raps." Cause I would help him with certain things, like little things. Don't say that way. You should say it this way, or nah, that's too foul. Don't. Or I'll give him something and say, flip that. So I'll do a little.
Oh, so it wasn't like you sing the song like I tell you, anime. You didn't have that kind of.
No.
Okay.
It was always anime, eat the cake.
Eat the cake, anime.
Anime, eat the cake.
Yeah. So now that you're stepping into this role independently on your own, where do you see hip hop in the next 50 years? Looking at where it came from, look at the state it's in right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, generation changes. You know what I mean? Our parents listen to one kind of hip hop, and we listen to another kind of hip hop, and then our kids is listening to another. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Who knows? It's never gonna go nowhere.
Do you think people like trying to get like country and like pop and stuff like that? Because you're starting to see like an uptick in country as well as pop. Like a lot of people are swinging that pop wave. I
Because
get,
that's where the money at. You know, you get more love over there.
but do you feel like it's like a deliberate effort
Mm,
to minimize hip hop?
maybe, maybe a little bit. We'll see. Damn sure gonna see.
Now, being that we in Women's Month, where do you see? Is there any advice that you would like to give young women out there, young rappers, who's thinking about coming out and stuff like that? And where do you want to see the unity
Listen,
amongst women?
women, just stay true to who you are. I just wish that so many of them would, be naked all the time, but
Negative or naked?
naked.
Okay, naked.
The sex sells, and that's where we at with it. You know what I mean? So everything else is mostly overlooked. Um, young ladies, stay authentic.
And put your clothes on.
Get that damn clothes
Put your clothes on, god damn it. I'm tired of seeing your pussy out here in these streets. God damn it. Shit ain't cold already. What?
to each his own, but I got a daughter. And
Oh, I got one more question for you before we close out. And I kind of asked you this off camera, but I had Elegy, I had a lot of other people from that knew your husband well and talked about, his creative process, the infamous kitchen table. When I came up here, I asked her, I was like, is this the table? Because I was about to lay on it real fast and get like the essence. I want to carry that with me back to Harlem. So what did you do with the table and what was your emotions like when you got rid of it?
No, I didn't have no, bad fails or anything. It's always, I don't know, just gotta let stuff go. You know, when I when I when I recently got rid of his clothes. I
Wow.
gave them to the homeless, all of it.
What was that like? Do you didn't keep like special pieces?
Yeah, I did. I kept a few pieces, but for the most part, I gave it away. That was the right thing to do. So there's gonna be
What was your
some
favorite
fly
moment
homeless people
around
out
that table?
here. Hmm?
What was one of your favorite iconic moments at that table, at the table that you could remember that you could, if you don't mind sharing with us?
You mean this thing?
No, no, Sean Price kitchen table, the that everybody be talking about.
Because he will bring, people come, they come right here. It's where all the magic happen. He do everything right here,
Oh, it's this table.
right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, the
Just
energy. Yeah.
um, he we had a daughter, so once we had her, every other room was locked off. That's how they wound it up here at the table. And so people would just come and because so much magic and things was done at the table, they call it the famous table.
Yeah. Well, I hope you create more memories at the table
Mm.
and especially
It's
creating.
crazy. I barely sit at the table.
Wow.
I barely sit at the table. You know, um, I embrace the good memories, but sometimes they also make me sad. All right. So,
Hmm. Well, any final words before we go?
and I would like to say, thank y'all for listening.
Yes. Thank you for allowing us to do this, allowing me to do this for Women's Month. And I just want to give you your flowers because I do watch you closely and, I go to the
Thank
events,
you.
but it's the strength that you have and your spirit that really, intrigues me about you. It makes me want to learn more. And I think more people need to learn more about you. I really do. And I love the fact that you stepping away from, oh, that's Sean Price's wife. Because I feel like, I know that's annoying sometimes, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I get it that, that's who I am to them, so
Yeah, but
and
she's
creating.
Bernadette, bitches. Bernadette, bitches, okay? Yes.
Fast.
Well, thank you so much. Tell everybody where
Thanks for
they can
having me. You can
find
find me
you.
at Bernadette Always Humble on IG.
Yes.
Sean About Baby on IG. On Facebook, Bernadette
And where they can
Sean
stream
Price.
your music.
Everywhere.
Yes.
It's all over.
Yes.
Listen out for the new shit.
And thank you guys for tuning in Live at Radio. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment so we can keep bringing you more exclusives like this. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, mama. Thanks for coming.
Yes. And we up out of here.
Peace.